This is meant to be the Chronicle of Solburg, my city, my civilization. It is not meant to be a flashy, high-profile YouTube series, which is why I'm using such low-quality hardware and software. I don't care whether it looks nice. It is mostly meant to show what I have done and record it. As such, this is not a guide for new players. I explain very little. This is not a Let's Play. I completed the tutorial stuff. I will show you the... I say you, I'm really showing myself. I will show you the starting situation. This map is terrible. There's very little water available, lots of clay, very small amount of copper, but the problem is a severe lack of farmland. We have tomatoes and wheat, and on nearby tiles there are figs. However, I will definitely move. I want to find a better tile and stay there. So I've created 3 armies here, and they've each acquired full action points, and I will now explore with them. I've not done anything really with this place, just made some tool production and so on. Although I suppose I should, because I'll be here for a little while longer, use my people a little more efficiently, and so I'll activate the flint collection. Anyway, I'm mostly here to do some exploring, so I suppose I'll just pick one and go. Continental forest, okay. Someone nearby. Explore to find him. Yeah, minus 25 action points, unsurprising. I will explore this tile actually, because I'd like to know if there are any... Okay. I'd like to know if there are any islands. Oceanic islands, aha! There's something. That looks pretty good. Okay. A map. I really want to make a any more islands out here? I really want to make an island city. Right, well, before I open that event, I will load this island, see if it's something worth looking at. I'm uncertain whether I will record all of this exploration. It is probably one of the more interesting parts of the game, so maybe I should. Okay, typical oceanic tile, very high fertility. It does have some gravel due to being coastal. Oceanic tiles usually don't have a lot of gravel. Does it have fish? It has clay, although most of it's underwater. In fact, nearly all the clay is underwater, so it's useless. Don't see fish. Yes, there are fish, but they're too far from the coast to be useful. What is this? Decorative. I see no source of leather here. Aha! Carrots. There's water, clay, wood. There's just no hunting. There is a domesticatable species though, and I could bring the tomatoes and wheat with me as well to have 3 crops. Okay, and then this province. I need clay, wood, and leather. I would definitely need a source of leather. It's an attractive shape. I like the sort of hook here in the bay. Copper. I like this island. This also has quite a lot of farmland, although not nearly enough, obviously. A lot of this map is useless water. Fish. These ones are actually close enough to the coast to be useful. Copper, as previously discussed. More fish. I don't see any domesticatable species, though. So we'd be very short on clay if we lived in this island. And also, there's no source of leather. I don't want to live on the Mediterranean tile. So there's no leather on this island, but that's an interesting option. Anyway, I will click on that. Okay, and next one we'll go here. I've already checked the tiles around the spawn. They're not very good. That's annoying, but I don't want to lose honor. I see he sent his old pigs to explore. Go here. Continental flat. Dune Central. Okay. Continental flat, continental rocky. We appear to be on a southern continent. Already checked this tile. I want to settle next to another player, though. Well, I could actually if he's Desert Fox. Do I know that one? I feel like I know Desert Fox. I feel like I've seen that name somewhere. I really hate my starting tile. This one has quite a lot of copper. And... oh no, those are wandering animals. Cotton, but this is really his tile. There's no water here either. Anyway, I'll send him peace treaty, throughout passage, usual continental rocky, and not so excited about this land. Arid. I just need to go here to discover this one. In the usual peace treaty granted passage. I did activate the background music, right? Yes, I think I did. To make this video more appealing in terms of audio. Not certain in which direction I should explore, though. I don't want to settle near another player. So I don't want to put my capital city next to another player's capital city. So, here. Tired of that event. -5, -6, -7, -5 then. Wait a minute, why am I using my active population to explore? That wasn't very intelligent. I should not be doing that. -6. And you're done. 9 hours, they'll be able to return to Solburg. That's fine. It's frustrating too because I wanted them to explore these tiles. I don't want to settle on Mediterranean tile. I want to do continental or oceanic. Did I just say oceanic? Really? Guess I haven't gone that way. This is 2, 5, 3, 6. Okay, fine. I don't want to be stuck in Solburg. -11 is no good. -10 is also no good, but... yes, this area seems much more promising. I don't remember what the number of units is that allows one to avoid the Explorer's Lost event. I know there is a specific number, but I just don't know what it is. And so I'd rather not send a large number of explorers thinking they are safe from that event only to discover that they are not and to lose all of them. So I might as well just send small numbers and risk the event. Ooh, that's a nice looking map, although I think these areas actually would be unusable according to the map generation, so nice looking, but ultimately not very useful map. There's fish and clay. And the long load time. Is that wheat? It is. Fish, clay, wheat, water, high fertility. What if all this wheat were inaccessible due to being located on that island? That would be just hilarious. I wonder if I'm talking loudly enough for this microphone. There's no source of leather here. How long have I been recording? 13 minutes. Very well. Okay, well, let's keep going. Continental looks good. I like that. I don't want to be here in the Mediterranean area. Aha! Oceanic. And mountains here as well. Yes, that looks like a place where I'd want to settle. The mountains offer minerals, and the oceanic tile would offer fertile land. Let's see. Don't see any minerals here. This tile has a decent amount of wood. Are those decorative trees? No, yes. Is it a fish? No. No fish. No domesticatable species, no hunting, no minerals, no fish, no interest. Oh, I thought I clicked. I thought I clicked on the world map button. I did not. Should probably not record these at such a time. Oceanic mountain, but oceanic tiles are flat, and this is a mountain. A flat mountain? Interesting. I wish to see this. I'm also quite surprised that the game has not yet crashed, given how much I have loaded and unloaded things. Maps, tiles, I mean. Mud. Why does it look like that, though? Gray. So I guess the oceanic part is this part, and the mountain part is this part? Oh, this is still flat. Okay, I see. So it's flat except for the mountain. Very well. Copper. Misspelled as always. Well, there's no water on this map. I also have not gotten the technology for building wells either. Other than a little bit of copper, this map is useless. Oh, silver. I didn't see that. Copper and silver. No tin or anything? Well, as always, I need a source of leather. I don't actually need a source of leather. I could hunt animals for leather. That's not as efficient, but it is an option. Okay, look at this oceanic tile. I think I will probably pause the recording. After I look at this last tile, I will pause it. I don't think I need to record my investigation of every tile. Did I forget to start the recording? I did not. I did not. Good. Good. I recall back when I used to make YouTube videos regularly, a few years ago, I sometimes would forget to press record. And so I would talk sometimes for extended periods before realizing that my speech was not being recorded. Well, this oceanic tile is a large gravel area. Nice. I like that oceanic tiles have these uninterrupted grasslands. And there is a gravel area, but it's over here. It's concentrated. It's not spread across the entire map, although there's some gravel here. 3 fertility, 2 fertility, 3 fertility. Oh, this isn't a particularly good. Oh, there we go. 4 fertility. Oceanic tile. Oh, right! I don't need domesticatable species. I'll bring them with me, of course. I will bring wheat and tomatoes. So what do I need then? I need clay, gravel, water, leather, wood. Leather is not completely necessary, but it would be nice. This is fish, though I don't know if these fish are accessible. There's 3 sources of fish. No, it's 2 next to each other. Maybe 3. I don't know if they're accessible, though, because this is in an escarpment instead of a coast. Interesting. All right. How much leather do I have, anyway? 34, getting 0.8. I have 2 hunters, though, right? Yes, I have 200s. They're just not very efficient. Okay. Explorer's lost. Ha ha! Ah, indeed. Well, I will I will inspect these two tiles before I stop, and I'll pause the recording for that. Here you can see my magical use of recording my desktop. I took a screenshot before I lost my troops, and I made notes. However, I did not make these notes until after I lost the explorers, and I just remembered I probably should have done that before I lost the explorers, but oh well. Anyway, as you can tell, this is a very useful, promising area, and there also was something good over here, but I don't remember what it was, but I remember I was excited about that tile. Anyway, of course, these are oceanic tiles, so they have plenty of farmland, and these have forests. And here was the all-important leather as well as some copper. There was also some iron somewhere around here, but I forget. However, there was a player right here. The good news is, though, that none of these tiles have everything that a player needs to begin. So I know that no player will spawn right here. However, I lost my explorer before I could go up here. However, I recruited some more explorers, and I need to wait 3 hours for them to get their action points. But then once they do that, I can send them out, and then we'll do some more exploring. So I guess I'll see you in 3 hours. So, some time has passed. 3 hours have passed. I did some more exploring. I had 3 groups of explorers. One of them went over here and was lost on this tile. However, I learned that this area is very rocky, very difficult to traverse. Probably not a place I really want to go. I learned, well, I'll go to that later. I went down here and found this area is tropical, which is not very good. Tropical tiles have a lot of gravel and they have moderate fertility, which is not what I want. I want high fertility areas. I want to settle either continental or oceanic. And I prefer to settle on the coast as well, so I can use sea trade later in the game. Oh, I didn't notice there was a person here. I went too far away. I wanted to explore these tiles as well, see if there's another island, but I did not have enough explorer action points. I will bring these guys back to my city in 6 hours. They will be ready to arrive there. And then tomorrow I will make more bands of explorers to go over here. Although probably not down here. This looks to be just a desert. I'm not terribly interested in that. Probably over here is not very interesting either. And to explore these tiles to see if there is an island here. Anyway, this area is very promising. Everything I need is up here, with the exception of leather. That seems to be the major problem. I would have to send bands of warriors south to kill these herds of animals and bring back the leather. And that would be very inefficient. And every trip to gather leather would require several days. And each trip would only give me 10 leather per 30 leather, maybe, per attack, and that is simply not sufficient. So I need to keep investigating to find more leather. There is leather here, but this is not a good tile otherwise. And I like this area. Now, none of these tiles have all the resources I need in one tile, but in this area there is copper, there is iron, there is clay, and so I could make, in maybe 2 settlements, I could get all the resources I need. The issue is, however, a lack of food. On this tile, there are carrots. And so I could bring the wheat and tomatoes from this tile to that one, and settle there with the carrots to have 3 types of food. But I still would not have meat or leather. And that is the major problem. Now I could get animal husbandry, and then capture some of these cows and bring them back, and use that for meat and leather. However, that will not happen until much later in the game. But these oceanic tiles are very promising. This area is quite mountainous though, and I got bad events, and so this explorer will just go 1 tile per day, effectively, for the next week, I suppose. I'll never send it back to my capital. I can see that there are forests over here, so this might be a group of good tiles. Anyway, I believe I've looked at all of these mountains. I can't recall. Let's give you an idea of what sort of things I'm dealing with here. I'll show you. Yes, I know I've seen this before because it didn't require a long time to load it. There's coal here, and I believe there is clay over here somewhere, or maybe not. I don't remember exactly. This is what most of this region looks like. It's very mountainous, but along the coast there could be great cities. If only I could find a source of leather. I could bring leather and just use it very sparingly, but that would ultimately be insufficient because I need probably about 400 or 500 leather in total before I switch to other forms of buildings that don't require leather. As you can see, these tiles are not terribly useful. There's some coal here, gravel, but other than that, nothing useful. Anyway, that's what I'm dealing with at the moment. I've also noticed that I have yet to get the well digging knowledge, even though I should get it pretty quickly because the trigger for it is when your water production is not sufficient for your population, and that is indeed the case with me. So I guess I just have to wait. Anyway, I suppose that's all for another probably 24 hours until I can make more parties of travelers and explore. This is the 4th time I have recorded this. I've had various problems with my recording software. I've changed some settings, I hope it worked. Anyway, because this is the 4th time I've recorded, I can't remember what I have and have not explained. Anyway, I found a tile up here. That was good. That's where I want to make Solburg. And so I've made these parties here ready to go. They are losing troops because there aren't enough people in Solburg to sustain them, and that's fine. I will now send these guys out, and I will then evacuate Solburg. Okay, and oh, I see. Everything was taken with them. Okay. That's not how I thought that would function. I guess I should have waited slightly longer. I thought they would get full points. 15? Oh, I see. That costs more movement points because they are a large group. Okay, well, then the resettling probably won't happen until tomorrow, maybe the day after tomorrow. But I am definitely moving away. Now, to be careful to allow these guys enough points to encamp. Okay, so that's what they will do. Encamp here. 2. This is a bug that has been in the game for a long time. This home distance bug that basically, because these guys are long distance from where they spawned, namely here, which I, for some reason, still have the ability to see. Interesting. Because they're a long distance from where they spawned, they are considered to be far away from home, and so their action point regeneration is massively reduced. 2 per hour. And I will need this. I might need a week to migrate, actually. Let's see, this would take 15, 30, 55, 85. Could go here. 85. Oh, I've already forgotten. 20, 50, 15, 30, 55, 85. That calculator. 85. And then 85 plus 50 is, I'm terrible at math, 125? 155, yeah. 135. And 135 plus 35 is 170. 180. I need 180 points, which I need 60 hours, or approximately 2.5 days, to make the migration. That's very frustrating. These guys also cannot make the migration because reasons. They can certainly reach up here. I'd like to cross this tile because that would reduce the amount of movement points I would need by, 10, 20. So this would be 15, 30, 50, wait a minute, 15, 30, 50, 80, I don't know how I got 85 last time, 90, 100, which would require only 50 hours. So 2 days instead of 2.5 days. And because I have 5 movement points remaining, that would be about a 2-day wait. And they certainly have enough food to last. I'm not certain whether these will continue decaying, though, these groups. I'm not sure how this works. Anyway, settling requires 25 movement points. And so they would move here, but then they would need to wait another day to get enough movement points. This is all very frustrating. And so anyway, if I'm moving here, that's 5 movement points, and then here's another 5. That would reduce their amount of movement points they have by 10. It'd be down to 12, and that would be enough to encamp. Don't get the event, don't get the event, don't get the event. Yes! Okay. So, they've reached the place where the sheep are. Now I'd like them to kill the sheep, however they need 15 points for that. If I encamp them, well, I have no point. I have no choice but to encamp them. They're getting +2. Okay. And so, these need to wait 30 hours. So basically I need to just leave the server for about 3 days, I suppose. Come back to these guys. Come back to them in about... two days? That would be 48 hours. Yeah. That seems correct. Yeah. So these guys will also need to kill these wolves, but that won't happen until later. I need to kill these sheep, and that can't happen until they have 50 movement points to break camp, and plus 15, 75 movement points. About another 2 days of waiting for that too. This home distance thing is a really frustrating bug that I've reported to the developer, and he never responded to my complaint. Anyway, I'm really frustrated with this because I got a bad starting tile, and so now I have to wait a week before I can actually play the game. Whatever. Anyway, let's look at these tiles while we're here. So what are these wolves guarding? And I don't know whether my troops will continue to disappear because the city from which they were recruited was abandoned. I don't know. I suppose I just have to wait. Okay, so this has clay, which is what the new Solburg was lacking. But that's fine, because there's so much clay here that I definitely won't have any clay problems. Even though most of the clay is frustratingly underwater, which makes it unusable, there's still plenty of clay. Although digging it would be a bit inefficient because it's so widely spread. What else is here? Fish are here. A long loading time is here as well. This is also a swamp, so it has bad fertility. Oh no, it has good fertility. This place only has clay. Maybe it's not worth settling then. Clay and fish. Okay. Anyway, I guess I'll just stop recording, I suppose. Post this video and put it on YouTube because I have nothing left to do but wait. So, wait I shall.